Lonnie, Season 3, Episode 3. It's Bree.
It's Lonnie.
It's Nelly.
And today we are celebrating a very important birthday. It's Lonnie's birthday. Go shorty. It's your birthday. We going
wrong beat. I didn't know what song we were singing, honestly.
Yes. I was aiming for happy birthday, but it just didn't come out.
Switch up in there somewhere. I just thought
Didn't come out correctly, so I just kept going with the go.
Go shorty.
Anywho, it's Lonnie's birthday.
Yay.
Y'all see the dedication.
Yes. I'm 24 today.
It's the Kobe year.
Yes, the Kobe year. Even though the snow and the rain was trying to not let me be great, we here. So yeah.
Alright, so what's one thing for year 24? You know, you gotta give us something.
I don't know. I just want to continue to grow and build and live life to the fullest. That's what I have for year 24. So nothing big, but big.
I know that's right.
I was going to say, we all have the froze out today.
We do. It's just the episode.
It wasn't
curls.
coordinated.
It was,
by the way.
That's true. And we all get different colors.
So today we are chatting. We're still in the Black Love series, and we're chatting gift giving. So like, how long you gotta be dating to be giving gifts? What's the gift price limits, maximums, minimums? You know, all that great stuff. Y'all giving gifts to who?
Valentine's Day
Valentine's Day coming up in exactly a week. I don't know. It depends on how long I've been with this person.
Well, no. So we have to take it back a few steps. How long do you feel like you need to be with someone before you start giving them gifts?
I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question. Like, I don't know. For me, it's just whenever I feel like, you know, I can give you a gift. Because, like, with me, my love language is, like, acts of service. So, I'm not really, like, a big gift giver.
Okay.
So, I have to put, like, a lot of thought into, like, giving gifts for people. So.
I don't know that there's, like, a time period on it. I feel like it's once I know what's a good gift for you, like, then I'll be able to get you gifts. But it's not like, oh, we really got this amount of time, I gotta get you a gift for such and such. It's not.
Okay, so say you start talking to somebody 3 weeks before Christmas. Like,
If I see something in the store, then I'm like, oh yeah, like that makes me think of them.
But is there a price limit on that?
Oh yeah,
Like,
for me it is, because I'm not spending bank on you, and we only been talking for like 3 weeks. It'll be like a small but like memorable, like meaningful gift.
But even that, like, if I'm about to make you a photo book and we've been together, like, I'm thinking like meaningful gifts for real. Like, am I about to put that much energy into a gift for you and we've been talking for 3 weeks?
No, like, I don't think, when I say like meaningful, I don't mean like that meaningful. I mean like Janelle said, like if I'm in a store like shopping already for other people's gifts and I see something like, oh, this person will like that, like, and it's something small, I'll get it.
Because 3 weeks is giving a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
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 It's like something on that level.
Something
like,
real small, yeah.
So
That's reasonable.
But what is too much? Like, even in terms of you receiving a gift. Like, so say y'all been talking 3 weeks and he come up with a Louis bag. Would you?
I mean, hey, I mean, if you going out your way to give me a Louis bag, then.
But do you feel like it has to be reciprocity? Like, in gift giving in general. Like, if you feel like y'all should both be spending around the same amount, like, would you be like, if roles were reversed, you got him the new Louis tote and he came up with a bottle of wine, would you be like,
And that's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, at this point, when y'all are gift giving, does it have to be equal?
I feel like for big holidays, I do be feeling like it should be pretty equal.
Right.
But if it's just random gifts, no.
I feel like it should be equal for like big holidays, like you said, but it's also like, how do you even like know?
Yeah,
how do you even have that conversation?
Right.
You
Like,
don't know what your partner's gonna say.
Right, so
like,
it's kind of like, I mean, it would be nice if it was equal, but realistically, if you only speaking to them for like 3 weeks, I'll give it a month and a half. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just really hard to even like tell if it's gonna be equal or not.
Yeah.
Well, so let's subtract big holidays. Is Valentine's Day considered a big holiday?
I feel like for relationships it is. It's not equivalent
But I
to
don't feel
Christmas
like it's
or nothing.
cute.
But
Like, I see, that's where like, y'all know, I'm in a relationship. So it's like, Valentine's Day is like a smaller gift holiday to me. Like, I don't feel like it's not our anniversary. It's not Christmas. It's not a birthday. It's Valentine's Day, which is like supposed to be more so of the love. Like, you're supposed to celebrate the love and quality time, right?
Yeah.
So like, what do you even get men for Valentine's Day? Because it's like, women, you can get the chocolates and the flowers and the cute stuff.
I honestly have never gotten any guy a Valentine's Day gift.
Even when you were in a relationship. So there was just no gift.
It was no gift. Like, because I would never, like, figure out what to get.
Like, not even a card, nothing. So it'd just be like, Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We go on a date, have some quality time, maybe, like, you know, have some wine or something. But I've never given a gift for Valentine's Day.
You giving
I've
Valentine's
never
Day?
had a Valentine.
But are you giving, like, is that something that you're like, yeah, for Valentine's Day, you know, you do gifts. Like, that's something.
I think, like you said, small gifts, like something that say, like, you know, I'm thinking of you.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would say if I was in a relationship now, I would probably, like, go out of my way to give, like, a gift. But, like, in the past, that's never, like, crossed my mind.
or at least make sure we're doing something.
Yeah.
Or, like, even if it's just dinner or something, like, you know.
Well, yeah, but when you go to dinner,
I feel like dinner
most
is the
likely
gift.
they pay.
No, like, I would pay.
But so you're saying you would get a gift and then you would pay for dinner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would never get a gift. I'm not paying for dinner.
I'm not paying for dinner on Valentine's Day specifically.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that's kind of, what is the word, emasculating? Is that the word?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not really
For
sure. I'm
men,
focused on
like on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
your waiter comes to the table and your girlfriend pays for dinner. and
It's
you
none of the
don't.
waiter's business.
It's
That's
not,
something
but
we
it's-
had
but
talked
it's-
about.
But it's I'm just saying it could be emasculating.
It just all depends on, like, who you're dealing with at the
Yeah.
time. Like, I personally, it don't matter who I'm dealing with, I'm not paying for dinner.
Because I feel like then that falls
I'm not paying for
into...
dinner.
But then I feel like that falls into the idea of, like, women get a gift and men don't on Valentine's. Like, women are catered to on Valentine's Day and men aren't.
But that's just like, is Valentine's Day just in general a women holiday?
I don't think that.
I don't think it should. No, I think men should.
Yeah,
too,
I think,
but
I just know for me personally, when it comes to dinner, I wouldn't pay. But if we were doing, like, something else besides dinner, then I wouldn't have no
so you
problem
pay
with
for
that.
the activity.
Yeah, I'll
And
pay
you
for the
sit there.
activity.
What
and you
is
pay
the
for
difference? Dinner is an activity.
It's just like, I feel like there's something so, like, not pure, but like, it's so traditional. Like,
Yeah.
you go to dinner, you enjoy, like, you're wining and dining me, and then you pay for dinner.
That's why I said,
But now,
I'll get you a gift.
If this is a Tuesday night and I'm like, yeah, let's go out to dinner, my treat, that's different. But this is, I'm dressed up, got my heels on, my hair, makeup done.
I think it's
You
more
got
like
all-
a traditional thing.
Yeah, I just feel like, no. Because some men would be offended if you were like, I'm paying for dinner on Valentine's Day.
But I mean, you know, if you want to pay for dinner on Valentine's Day, go ahead. I mean,
I ain't saying I'm doing it every Valentine's Day. I'm saying just like if one Valentine's Day, I was like, you know what? I'll treat this time.
But is that also a lack of effort though? Because I feel like if just dinner was my gift, I'd be like, this is no thought put into it. Like,
But we're doing small gifts.
yeah, I
but
like.
you see what I'm saying? Dinner is not the gift.
I get that.
Well, it's also what kind of dinner is it? Like, we're not talking about no regular
Friday.
Yeah.
Nah.
But we.
So I'm paying as much as I would be for a small gift as I would be for dinner.
I mean, I think me personally, if it was just dinner, I wouldn't have a problem with it because to me, it's more so about like the quality time.
Yeah.
And, you know, spending time with each other. But like, I mean, a gift in addition to dinner, I mean, that's cool. Like, but
If it's just dinner, I'm gonna need some flowers. It needs to be like an amazing dinner. Like, it can't just be we eating a Valentine's Day special off the menu.
I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm just saying. I just feel like dinner is not a gift.
Marty.
Okay.
I will
You
be
heard it
crying.
here
It's
first.
like,
I'm just saying. There has to be something in addition to, because dinner is just like, we both know we going to eat. Like, there's no element of surprise. Like, there's no, like, you expect to go to dinner on Valentine's Day.
In that aspect, I would more so expect dinner and a gift if it were like my birthday.
What is the difference? What is the difference?
Because it's like, it's my birthday.
Because birthday, like, it's like
about you.
Presents.
It's about
presents are a thing for birthdays. Presents might not necessarily be a thing on Valentine's Day.
But they are.
Are they? Not for
They are.
everyone.
That's why I said different strokes.
Literally,
not for
every
everyone.
store has Valentine's. But listen, don't get me wrong. The gift could be something meaningful. I'm not saying it has to be $1,000 bag as a gift. I'm saying that there needs to be something tangible,
Like a rose or like some chocolates.
She's talking about a material gift.
No, I'm saying like a photo book. Like, I'd be
That's
happy with
material
it.
gift.
Yeah, okay. But when you say material gift,
Oh,
you
no.
taking me to like
No.
shopping,
Right,
right?
like necklaces
Yeah,
and bracelets.
I mean, and that would all be well good. I'm not saying it's not, but don't make it. I don't want to make it seem like it's like, oh, we got to go out for a $300 dinner, and you got to give me a $1,400 bag
Right.
and flowers. And like, no, it's not all that. It's just something I like opening gifts. I like the process of opening presents. Like, just like you like getting packages. You like to order your packages, and when they come, you be pressed to see what's inside.
Yeah.
Not on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You want to open.
That's what I said. On my birthday, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like different holidays, you have different expectations.
So if you just got dinner for your birthday, you'd have a problem. Because you said,
Like,
I can say yes to that.
I would have a problem, but it wouldn't be to the point where like I would be like so upset and it'll just ruin my entire day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just be like, okay, dinner was cool, but where's the gift?
So do you address that? So would you address your partner at that point? Like, do you do that immediately? So let's say any holiday, it could be Christmas, your birthday, Valentine's Day, you just don't get a gift. Like, they really just, no words said about it, you just don't get a gift.
I feel like no word said about it is wild. Like, at least address it. Like, oh, this happened, that happened, I couldn't get you a gift or something.
But would you address it back? So, like, if they really just didn't get you anything, would you be like, yeah, so where's my gift?
I don't know how I would feel about addressing it if I were not to receive a gift, because it's almost like I'm coming off as like being selfish or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. I just don't like confrontation like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then does that ruin the relationship because you start to build resentment towards this person? Because then it's like, oh, he ain't give me nothing for Christmas.
Well,
I got
how
him
often is
something.
this happening?
That's what and I feel like if it was like happening on a consistent basis, like you ain't give me nothing for Christmas, Valentine's Day, my birthday.
You gotta go through all those holidays first for it to be.
No, I'm saying like if it's like,
I feel like I gotta go through at least 3.
yeah, if it's like
3 holidays.
so say if like
That's 3 too many.
say if like he got me something for like Christmas and then like and then Valentine's Day came around, he didn't get me anything, but then my birthday came around, he got me something. Like, I wouldn't have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying?
And you getting him stuff in the meantime, but in between time.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have an issue with that. Like, I would like
Y'all stressed.
to like to me it just seems like if that's the case, it'll be like a tit for tat type of thing, and I'm not.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not-
I don't want that.
But it's not tit for tat. It's okay on Christmas. We having Christmas. It's gifts underneath the tree, and you go and you got these gifts for him, and then it's nothing for you. Like,
On Christmas, that's wild.
Yeah, Christmas is different.
But I'm saying,
But I'm
it
still
was
saying you
like
wouldn't
small
say anything?
holidays. I would say
I'm not saying
Christmas.
I'm not referring to us. I'm talking about all holidays. All
if it was
things.
Christmas, I would say something. I would address it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like be like, oh, why you ain't give me a gift? It'll kind of just be like, I got you something. I was kind of expecting.
Oh no,
something
on
under the
Christmas
tree."
I'd be like, so all these gifts, and I mean I know it's not about the gifts, but
not.
if I went out and like did all that for you, then
I think it's not more so tit for tat. It's more about reciprocity, because even if it's like you're going through a hard financial time or something, there's ways that you can make little things be very meaningful.
Or at least communicate.
So it's like, it's
with
the
that
effort,
person.
so it's not even about like for you to give me nothing. I think it's just a lack of effort and a lack of care because you can easily make somebody's day with the smallest things. Like even if you wrote a little note that said, "I owe you. Things are tight right now, but I promise whatever you want, this is yours." Like it needs to be something. It's not just, "Oh, I didn't get you anything," because it's like that's a slap in the face where it's just like.
So we need other opinions. So we brought a guest. We have Keon Hill with us, and we want to know what you think about this. But first, introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? My name's Keon Hill. I don't know what I just jumped into, but we about to get into it, so let's get it.
All right, so we are talking gift giving, and we're going to rewind a little bit back to when Nelly talked about paying for dinner as a Valentine's Day gift. This is date night, Valentine's Day. Are you letting your woman pay for Valentine's Day dinner?
No, not me personally. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. If that's what she wants to give as a gift, then I think it's cool. Me personally, I wouldn't let that.
So even if she initiated, told you beforehand, like, I want to pay for Valentine's Day dinner for your gift, you still that's not going?
I mean, if that's what she wants to give as a gift, then I would say yeah. But it still would be tough for me because me personally, it just feels awkward letting her pay for the dinner.
On Valentine's Day.
I would ask her. That's the oldest holiday in her perspective. But I would ask her if she can think of something else, like another gift to give me.
So do you expect a gift on Valentine's Day, period?
I don't expect it. I think expectations lead to disappointment in relationships in general. And that's why this conversation is even a conversation.
Right. Because
most times now, men want to pour into their women, want to shower them with gifts. But when you come into it, like for me personally, if you come into it like expecting something, then it's going to turn me off and I don't really want to do it.
So in your history, have you gotten gifts on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I have. But yeah, I have. Like last Valentine's Day treated me really well, actually.
But you wouldn't feel any type of way if you didn't get anything. Because I know people say like don't set expectations, but you still have a right to feel.
I think, I think it goes back into like the context of the relationship. Like we both were like real thoughtful people, so like we was giving gifts throughout. And I knew that was her love language. She knew that was stuff I liked, so it was just a conversation that we already had.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing: communication and expectation. So if you go into it just talking like, hey, like, I'm chilling this Valentine's Day, like I don't really want any gifts, like I just want to spend time with you. Or we talk, what we doing? We doing gifts? Like, what you thinking about? And then we go from there.
Okay.
So if that conversation isn't had and like gifts aren't given, are you addressing it afterwards?
Nah, I mean I'm good because I'm not going into it with expectations. And if I want something, I'm going to communicate like, hey, like let's do gifts this year. I really want to. I got some ideas. I want to be thoughtful. And go into it like that. But the problem comes when there's expectations.
But when you're in a relationship for a period of time, so like if you experience, let's say, a few Valentine's Day with this person, and then it's like, okay, things are switching up on you. So if for the past 3 years you've gotten stuff on Valentine's Day, and then year 4 come and it's like, happy Valentine's Day.
I think, but it just depends where we at. Like, what if she's saving up for a house and she really needs to, you know what I'm saying, take the time out and double down this year. So we have that conversation before. Again, it's just all about communication. It's simple.
And that's what I was saying about Christmas and the repeating not giving gifts. Like, I'm not going to jump down his throat.
But I think that, like Keon said, it's a conversation. If we don't have a conversation and the expectation, like, is already set that we're doing gifts or whatever, and I come with, like, bearing gifts like Santa Claus, and it's nothing under the tree for me,
For sure.
I feel like that has to be a conversation that has to be had, because it's like, all right, so we clearly not on the same page for it to be.
But what does that conversation look like, though? Because I know a lot of people don't want to have those conversations because they don't want to like deal with that confrontation, and then it kind of like sometimes it can throw the dynamic of the relationship off.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you in a relationship with somebody and y'all like committed at this point, y'all had that, like y'all can confront each other about stuff. Like you shouldn't be tiptoeing around. Like that's not healthy.
I have a theory about gifts. I want to pitch it to you. I want to hear it. I think a lot of men give gifts for themselves, like to boost their own ego. Y'all ever seen on Twitter when you see the girls sitting in the bed with like 100 Louis bags? And like, sometimes I feel like, and this is just a theory, some people they do it just so they can say like, yeah, like I asked my girl out, or I
Yeah.
did this for me, like see how much money I got type thing.
So
Like-
there's like negative intention behind it. Like
I
it's
don't
not
know.
for the girl.
I don't know. Sometimes I ponder about that. It's just a conversation I always wanted to kind of talk about, because most times, like if I'm in a relationship, like a girl, if you know the girl's love language, right, and then her love language it's not even gifts, it's words of affirmation. You write her a note, she crying. I
Yeah.
don't spend
Yeah.
$30,000 to make sure she don't even really want that for real. I mean,
No.
of course girls want that, but I'm just saying it's just I don't know, it's an interesting concept to me to see how sometimes I feel like it's more so for show as opposed
Yeah,
to
a lot of things
Yeah.
are for show now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just because the social media world we
Right.
live
yeah,
in.
definitely.
We see all the Birkins and the Louis Vuittons, and
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, everybody probably look at it like, dang, that's nice. Like, but like you said, that's not everybody's love language, and that's something that it took me time to learn. Like, for my boyfriend, gifts, like that's not his love language. So I was like,
Give it
gifts,
all.
like I'm like Christmas, I'm gonna get this, and
Yeah.
it's like I wasn't feeling like he was like liking them or loving them, and it's just like that's not his love language, so it's not gonna be something that he's like super excited about.
Yeah. So
But-
for Valentine's Day, you didn't give him anything.
Oh no, I still do
Okay.
gifts, but I'm just saying like it's more on the thoughtful side, or like it has to be more strategic when it's not the love language. I'm just a gift giver type person, so.
I see what you're saying too, though, because men often go out and buy gifts because they want to do something else. Like they be thinking way ahead. They be like, "Oh, I'm trying to go here with my boys this weekend, so I'm gonna get her this on this day." Like,
she be cool.
so yeah, I can see how them getting gifts could often be self-serving, even though it's not material.
And some
for
people
them.
are very thoughtful. Like I know a plethora of people who like really think about, like you said, strategic. And I think those are the gifts that mean the most. Like for me personally, I used to tell like when I'm in my last relationship, I'm like, young, like don't buy me fine. Like write something or like tell me how you really feel. Like be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like that shows me that you care.
But I also feel like on the flip side, women go into these things with expectations because they're like, oh, well, if my man ain't getting me a Louis bag, if he ain't putting flowers in the hotel room and candles and all of that other stuff, like, I don't want him. I don't want no man that's going to do that for me. But it's like...
But how often do women actually think about that without seeing it on social media?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're actually in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you really don't think about that stuff.
Until
Like,
you see somebody else post
right,
it.
until you see somebody else posting, it's like, oh my gosh.
And that's not even the same because somebody else got it and then you want to post it, but it looked the same. Like, no.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that like you have to just look at that stuff like, oh, that's nice. Like that's all you can really say about it. Like that's nice. That's not. And a lot of women depend on those gifts to support their lifestyle, which is something that I completely don't agree with. Just because at the end of the day, if I want a Louis bag, I can buy myself that. Like you have to be. Like, you shouldn't even be in a relationship if you can't depend on yourself as much as you're depending on another person. Like, you have to be able to supply for yourself in the way that you expect someone to meet you halfway.
Yeah.
And that's just my thought process on it. So,
That's real.
all that other stuff is just extra. Like, whatever your partner brings to you at the end of the day should be extra. It should be overflow.
Right.
It should just, like, make your life easier. So, the gifts and stuff are cool, though. Like, I ain't gonna, y'all get me wrong. Like, I will gladly accept gifts. But at the end of the day, whatever I'm expecting for you is something that I can also do for myself.
Yeah. Comparison is a thief of joy. So, like...
That's a quote.
Oh, for real. Real life. If you see somebody else and you want to emulate what they have, that could take away from your joy, your happiness, because you compare yourself to them. You're like, dang, I'm not as good as that person. She might be prettier than me. That's why she got the Louis bag and I got the Michael Kors.
Like, you don't know what those people go through behind
Right.
closed doors. No, seriously, a lot of these celebrities, like, you see them with all this stuff and they getting cheated on a daily
for sure.
basis.
Or abused.
Right.
Or, like, all that kind
There'll
of
be
stuff.
makeup gifts.
Right, like, oh, I'm sorry I punched you in the face last night. Here's a Louis. Like, nah, I'm okay. Like, I'm not dealing with that. So, in terms of, like, let's talk length of relationships. Does that determine what the gift is? Like, how long we've been together, does that equate to how much of an investment you're making into a person?
I think so. Yes. Because like we were saying earlier, like if I'm only been dating you for like a month or two, I'm not going out of my way to like drop a whole bag on you. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll more so be like small gifts leading up to, if we get to like that 1 year mark or like whatever the case may be, then I'm gonna build up my valuable gifts for you. But off the bat, no.
I feel like no, only because I've learned that like if I give a gift, I'm giving it and not expecting nothing. Like I'm not expecting nothing to come back from it. I'm giving it because I got it to give and that I wanted to do it in that moment. So that way I'm not regretting it later. Like it's like a loan. Like if you get somebody a loan, you know they're gonna pay you back, but you should be giving that loan as a gift really in your head because it might not come back.
Right.
So like that's how I feel like I think about gifts. So I don't know. I mean, if you got a good business idea and we're talking or whatever, then I may invest. I guess it just depends on the situation.
Yeah. But are you fine with like, cause you talk business, that's a whole different thing. So
I mean, but that's a form of a gift.
No, I agree. But like, are you really looking at that as an investment, or it's like we not together no more? But I bought you that camera, and you done blew up. You shooting insecure now, like
completely different.
But that's holding a grudge. Like.
No, I agree, but I'm saying, so you're giving, you say investment, but it's a no strings attached investment. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So even if you take off, you good. Like,
Like
I'm,
you just
I gave you that gift. Like I had it to give at that moment.
Like I saw it in you. That's just like one of those things you gotta take to the chin.
I think for me now, moving forward, I would definitely take on like that mindset of like chilling. But in my last, I was drunk in love stuff. So like I started off just giving. I don't regret it. Like it was an amazing experience, but definitely would take it slower because giving so much early on can lead to again expectations. It can lead to attachment that's not necessarily necessary in the beginning. Like you're still learning each other. It can get mixed signals. I mean, you flying people out paying for them. They like, oh man, that's my boyfriend. Like,
that's like the angle that I was going at, because I'm like, I just know me personally. It just doesn't sit right with me if I'm like putting that much effort into a relationship in the beginning and then like in the end it don't work out, and then it's just like, well dang, like I should have just took my time and eased into it, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, like if you start at the Chanel bag, where do you go from that? Like if that's how you start, that's how you initiate. Like where do you go from there?
Right.
Like you do. You have to. I mean, not saying like every year you have to talk, but if that's like the tone you set, then you can't really be mad when Valentine's Day come and you give her a rose and she mad. Like
I feel like that goes with like doing stuff for them too, because like I know my love language is acts of service, so I don't really have an issue like with doing stuff for you and like cooking for you and all this other stuff, but it just all depends. Like I'm not gonna like jump off the bat like the first month. I'm like, oh, okay, come over. I'm gonna cook you dinner. I'm gonna get like I'm not doing that.
How long do you get to that?
Right, I was gonna say how long before you cook dinner.
I don't know. I would give it a time, but I wouldn't, because I just feel like it just depends on how I feel in that moment and what the relationship feels like to me. But if I had to give it a time, I would say maybe like 6 months.
Dang. So
6 months ago.
No meal?
Y'all eat out for the first 6 months.
I mean, yeah. But I guess like to me, when I say like cook, I mean like have like a full-fledged like dinner. Like we sit down, like it's like a in the
not
house,
like you come over and I already had dinner.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not gonna invite you over and be like, okay, well I'm cooking. This is the menu for tonight. I'm gonna have a glass of wine for us. We're gonna sit down and talk and spend like I'm not doing that.
6 months a long time to find out if a woman can cook.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, see, y'all know I cook all the time, so that to me just sounds traumatic.
Right? And I don't.
Listen. Because no, seriously, because that's like, I don't want to say that's one of your selling points, but you know, man loves a woman who can cook. Like, let's be,
of course.
Yeah.
But I'm like, me and you cook all the time. I don't cook all the time.
Right.
So that's a step for you. If
that's
you cook
a
for somebody,
step, right? Yes,
that's like a reach.
Step.
Like
that's a big step.
That's someone who also does.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you would be the same way. Like if Nelly texts the chat and was like, "I'm cooking this nigga dinner,"
yeah, we'd be like,
I'd be like, "What? Who is this person?
Right? Who's this? We need to.
I don't think it would be 6 months though. Maybe like 3, 4.
I'm just speaking from past experience because of like the previous relationship I was in. I would wait 6 months.
Okay.
Like I would take it that slow.
He was taking your food for granted.
Yes, he was. And if you're listening to this, yes.
So, what, like, in your previous experience, have you had that experience where it's like, is a woman cooking, like, that's a selling point?
I think
or
that
that's
was, like, within, like, the first month, she cooked. She was over, like, helping me clean up and stuff. Like, God damn. That's why we moved so fast.
Right.
We went straight to marriage before friendship. I think that's why a lot of people go wrong, because in my mind it's like, oh, she has wife qualities, and let me just go ahead.
them wife qualities
Slim, they get you every time. Slim, I'm telling you, they get you every time. We went from there. We went on vacation within the first 2 months together. Like we went, like we was all that stuff. Like we was really jumped in fast, and then when things, you know what I'm saying, as the relationship went on, we didn't have a friendship to go back on.
Yeah, no,
So we was just locked in.
because all relationships go through that like rough patch, and like that having that friendship really determines if you're gonna get past that rough patch or if you're just gonna be stuck in it. Because y'all know I've been in a relationship almost 6 years, so like in those years, like you really see how when we look back, we're like, dang, we was really on verge. Like we was like, thank God, but it's you really have those moments where you're just like, I want to stick it out with this person, where you got to remember that friendship. Like, I really enjoy this person as a person. Like,
that's the place you fall back on. And I think that's where a lot of conflict comes. That's where a lot of the disconnect in relationships, because you get talking about people moving. You're doing married stuff before you married. And when that happens, that's when, because you're not built for it right now.
Yeah, but you get stuck in that, I feel like you get stuck in that middle where it's like, you do see a future with this person, so of course you want to start planning for that future, but like, how do you determine what's too fast and what's not too slow?
Well, like we said this last episode, like it is some stuff that you can reserve for marriage, it's some stuff that you can reserve for engagement, it's some stuff that you can reserve for a serious relationship. So it's just really knowing what you're willing to offer, and then, you know, making those boundaries.
Boundaries are key.
Alright, y'all, we get into the next episode. So, anywho, so y'all know our opinions on gift giving. So if you gonna get your girlfriend or boyfriend, wife, husband, something for Valentine's Day, you do you. Because at the end of the day, how you give gifts needs to reflect on your relationship, your partner's love language, and all that great stuff. We are gonna have Keon on our next episode, so make sure it was getting a little hot. So make sure y'all are tuned in for the next episode. It's Too Early, Season 3, Episode 3, signing out. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thank you.